What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Well, I finally got finished with the 67 Mustang that I have donned the name Bullitt Pro Street, or Pro Street Bullitt, whichever way you want to say it. A little backstory behind this build was this didn't happen, but this is my story and I'm sticking to it. I'm thinking that Steve McQueen kept the movie car for years, and Steve McQueen was a hot rodder. Man, he loved his hot rods, loved motorcycles, loves the cars in general, and this is what I figured he would have done. He would have kept the movie car, kept it in his garage, and finally watched what the hot rod community was doing and said, carried it over to maybe one of the well-known builders or something and said, turn it into a Pro Street. Well, that's my story, and that's what I'd like to say. We all know what happened to the car in real life. It was sold to a family. They held on to it, and it has just recently surfaced. But it's nice to think, you know, what could have happened to the car. It'd been great to still have Steve McQueen around, making all those movies that that we all enjoyed of his, especially Bullitt. Bullitt was one of my all-time favorites. So, but anyhow, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. But here's what I did to this. When Dylan hosts the Pro Street group build each year, I always like to kind of pull out the stops on my builds and try to give it my best. And I'm gonna quit talking. I'm gonna pull this old blue shop towel off, and there we are. This is the AMT 67 Mustang GT that was just it's been repopped. This car has been repopped many times. If I remember correctly, it's the blue box art. I had to look around there at the box and see what it was. And but I decided when I do a Pro Street, of course, if any of you that follow my channel, I do a big engine in it all the time. Never nothing small. I always put the big engines in it. I had a Boss 429 engine that was just laying around. I don't even know what it come out of. It was just a box, in a box of parts that I bought. I took one of my castings, that's one of my blowers on top of it that I cast. A lot of extras went into that engine as far as the carbs, the blower belts, the whole 9 yards right there. But topped out with the parts by part air cleaners at the top. This engine's wired, plumbed. Let's flip it on around. If you can look down in there, I finished the plumbing late last night. So got everything. Let's keep spinning it around here. We'll talk a little bit more about the car in general. The color, now I tried to stay with the originality of the car, the movie car. It was a British racing green, so this is what I stuck with, and painted it British racing green. Got about 3 coats of TS13 clear over it, and buffed all that out to the shine that it's got right now. Interior is olive drab green and desert tan. Got most of that, and if you can if you can look down in there. If you haven't seen any of the photos that I've put on the Facebook and Instagram, I don't think I put anything on Instagram yet, just the Facebook. I'll be posting some of the photos for of the interior on Facebook or on Instagram, but I did put a lot of the photos during the build series on the Facebook group build, as far as the Pro Street group build for 2022 that Dylan hosts. But did the wheels. These are American old style. I deep dished, offset the backs, and just kept the fronts as stock as possible. Bare metal foil around the windows and everything. That's not Molotow. That's all bare metal foil. Spent good majority of yesterday fabricating the exhaust on this car. And I'll flip it up under on its side here just in a second and let y'all see it. But as we come on around right here, you can see on the interior a pretty good bit. But let me, I'll show y'all the hood here in a minute. I got the hood off because the hood's a pain in the butt to actually get off. So, but there's up underneath it, painted the engine block forward blue, a lot of detail painting. The exhaust is the kit exhaust everywhere from the back of the exhaust manifolds all the way to the back there where they start to dump off into the fender well. Just did a lot of detail painting on it. Now everything from where it goes delves off into the up into the wheel tubs, that's all fabricated with just electrical wire. I just took some electrical wire, did some bending, and finished them out with the KS tubing on the tips right there and polished them up. But we'll keep coming on around here to the front end of it, and we're going to leave her parked just like that. One thing that I did with the hood was of course, cutting out the hole for the blower it's not difficult. I've got I've got a tutorial about how I do that. But if you notice up here at the top, the Ford emblem across the front end, that is not photo etched. That is bare metal foil. And what I did was just cut little bitty squares over each letter, and just once I got it embossed onto it with a Q-tip, I trimmed out just a little bit more all the way around it. Then I sprayed the color, as far as the base color of the British Racing Green, over that. And then after it had a few days to dry, I took one of the Tamiya pointed Q-tips and dotted that with some lacquer thinner, and I just lightly rubbed over the top of each one, and that brings out the chrome as far as the bare metal foil. Then once I get all that taken off, I come back, hit that with the 3 coats of clear, and that's how those letters pop out. But we're going to just tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the hood up here with it. Makes it look a little bit more presenting. That's how I usually present cars at shows and such. But there she is. That is the 67 Mustang GT Boss 429, blown Boss 429, I might add, and that I call Bullitt. Anyhow, I appreciate every one of my subscribers, everybody that's been following along in this build. It's been fun. Dylan, again, thank you for hosting this again this year. It's really been fun again. Really love joining in on this each year, and can't wait to see everyone else's build. I've been following it along on the Facebook group page as well as here on YouTube. But really do appreciate all my subscribers, especially in the comments. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Hey, if you see something on this you don't like, let me know. That helps me improve on the next one. Anyhow, folks, remember, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.